Now, the bench is a particular height. You may be taller or shorter. What you want is that as you sit here, lie back, your shoulders should easily reach the floor. If not, put blanket support under that. And conversely, if you're a very tall person, the bench is too short for you, put the same height on the top of the bench. And take your belt as you usually do. Generally, this is done without this block here, like that. We put a block to help the back. So if as you lie back, your back doesn't like it, then put a block under the ankles.
Does it matter where I put the belts?
Preferably here. Near the Make sure the buckle doesn't touch any part of your body. And even though she's lifting the ankles here to help her back, the top of the femur should still ground. So good 50-pound weight can be put on here, or you tighten this belt much more. Only to get out of the position, you then need somebody's help. And ideally, what is done, preferably what is done, is that somebody would help you to do this posture. You can do it yourself also. Okay, that's engineering. You have to go against the wall, put blocks between your shoulder and the wall, okay? So that you can twist your legs out to the side. On a bench, somebody would help you. So imagine there's a wall here. She can stop herself from twisting, putting the hands on the wall. Now I'm going to take the bench and move it to the side. Okay. It's a lateral twist of the abdominal area I was talking about, not an axial twist anymore, a lateral twist. To create a lateral twist, which side should I take my leg or her legs? To this side or to the left? To my left or to my right? Which way do you think I should take the bench first?
To your left.
To my left. That happens to be incorrect answer. My left. Why?
To lengthen the descending colon first.
That's right. Okay. This is our descending column. I want to stress that first. And so I take the bench to the side, little by little. And I remember very distinctly when I'm helping in therapeutic class in India, my teacher, Mr. Anga, would ask me to twist the bench to the side, and he goes away doing other things. He comes back. Invariably, he'll take the bench another foot around. I go as far as I dare to, and then even the person says, oh, that's enough, no more, please. And always twist it a little more. What is checking is the movement of the breath or the what we call abdominal breath here, this has to remain deep. It has to create that depth. While the chest is still lifted towards the shin. Don't drop the chest here. Keep the chest lifted. So approximately, I'm giving you approximate time. For Andrea, I would keep her about 10 minutes in the middle. Then I take her to my left side, 3 minutes. And then I bring her back to the center for 1 minute. And then to the right side, another 3 minutes. Back to the middle, 1 minute. Then she can come out whenever she feels like. So it's a fairly long process. Without the bench and these belts tying you, you can still do it. You have to learn to walk your feet to the side. All right, shall we bring her back in the middle? There also, I don't bring it all the way back immediately. I lift up and bring a little further back and wait here. Little by little, take her back. And if she has been long enough to the left side, even when I bring her back to the center, she's going to feel I'm not quite back there. Okay? The body gets so used to being on that side, it feels I'm not quite centered yet. Shall we take you to second side? Little by little. And of course, when I'm helping her, I round my back completely, right? Don't do that. I bend my knees a little, lift the bench. I want to be careful that the hip remains even. Okay? This side should not drop down or this lift up or the other vice versa. Don't create an axial twist in the position. Where is the weight placed? This is an art. Okay. Basically, I imagine there is a mirror here, as though the mirror is just below the hip bones through the pubic center. And I watch her breath. As I watch the breath, I find out that the breath is not quite releasing, let's say, this part. Then I see from the mirror, imaginary mirror, how far is this? That far away on the leg, I've ground the femur. Put a weight there. If the lack of movement of the pranic energy is closer to the pubis here, I put the weight here, a little higher up. And as I watch, if it changes, I'll move the weight accordingly. This is what I learned from my teacher, because we would generally put a weight in a particular place. He will come and look at it and he'll move the weight just an inch one way or the other. So it's not only it's intricate, you have to be able to see where the pranic energy is going, but also it's an art. Like any art, a grand master changing something would be different. Invariably, the person in the pose would say, when Guruji adjusts them, they say, that's better. That's his ability to watch more intricately what's happening. All right, shall we bring Andrea out? No?
Ramanand?
Yes.
And because her legs are elevated and her knees are kind of hanging in the air, would we also support the knee with something before we put the weight or not?
Generally not. Unless somebody has if I put a weight here and they complain of pain in the knee, then I will support the knee. but not, that's not the first thing I will do. She does every day by herself.
Oh, there you go.
Only I twist her out. Otherwise, lying down this way, she just did it herself. Okay, you can twist on a bench also. The bench is stable. Okay, so let's make the bench stable again. Okay, twist yourself to the side. Stretch your left, so move this way more fast. So if you are near a wall, you can move yourself around quite a bit. Okay, and go ahead. To come down, usually slide that way. You can even push the bench away from you if necessary, but basically you are asked to slide that way. Bend the knees into the chest and roll to your right to come out. I can do the same thing. Watch this very carefully. Okay? The stretch I want to feel should be in my abdominal area. Don't take the legs out. Like let's say I did it again here. Okay? And I take the legs out much more. Now this stretch is felt on the head of the femur. Not good, dangerous actually. The stretch should not be here. It should be in my abdominal area. So if I take my legs out, I move the pelvis also with it. Shoulder should not move from the position. Once I'm able to do that, then I do the same thing with a little block under my pelvis. And I've seen this, people do it on the block, and they only move the feet around. This is dangerous, not good at all. As the legs go out to the side, if I don't want the stretch on the head of the femur here, I have to move the block also a little bit with it. Be very careful with this. It's very good therapeutic course, but it is dangerous even if you stretch the head of the femur here. And according to my ability, if I can go higher up, I'm much more higher on the block here. I can walk the feet around. If I can't stretch the knees, that's fine, but walk the feet around much more. So I would like you to try that. Don't get up like that, okay? Only teachers can do that. Roll to the side together. Lie down on the floor, use whatever height you want to use. It's up to you to determine what height you want under the pelvis.